Everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I am going to show you how to configure LDAP server on your Fortigate Firewall and also how to use the official documentation to make the process super easy. Alright, let's get started. First, I will log into the Fortigate Firewall. Once we are inside the dashboard, we will head straight to the configuration steps. Now on the Fortigate GUI, on the documentation you can see how to configure Fortigate to use an LDAP server. So this documentation will make easy to configure LDAP server on Fortigate Firewall. So you can see first step is go to user and authentication. So you can see here go to user and device then authentication. So I will go to the user and authentication, then click on the LDAP server. Here you will see the option create new. So go ahead and click that. In LDAP server configuration you can see that. So this is where we will add and configure our LDAP connection. To make sure we set everything correctly, I will open the Fortinet documentation how to configure Fortigate to use an LDAP server. So this document is super helpful. It shows you each field what it means and the correct settings to apply. Once you understand how to follow the documentation side by side with the GUI, everything becomes much easier. After entering the server details, you can see in the server name enter the server FQ. So I will type the name of my LDAP server. So you can type anything as per your requirement. So I will type here LDAP server. So in the second option server IP, or you can type server domain name FQDN type, and you can see here in server if necessary change the server port number. The default port is server port is 389, and so common name identifier. So what is common name identifier? It is a crucial LDAP attribute used for user authentication, and distinguished name is a unique LDAP path used to locate and identify user or groups within a directory. And in the bind tab you can type simple or regular. In the regular you need to type the username and password. So you can see here enter the common name identifier, that is 20 character maximum, that is a limit. So in the common name identifier you can type CN is the default, and SAM account name is the also that you can type. That depends on your the Windows server, Microsoft Windows server or anything. And in the document you can see here CN stands for common name, which is an attribute name in LDAP that is used for the authentications, means username. Most of that depends, the username most of depends on that CN name, that is common identifier. Okay, so to get example is a user test users. So for distinguished name select browse and select the main domain. So once you connected to your LDAP server you can browse your distinguished name. Okay, so I will disable exchange server, because if you have you can put it here. And in username I will type dummy username admin, and secure connections I will disable and press OK. So here is the attribute DN must. Okay, so for you need to browse once your connectivity is successful. So this time I will type only anything and I will press OK. So this is my LDAP configuration. Say OK. So in the connection status you can see can't connect LDAP server. So why it is? It's because of connectivity issue or anything, port issue or anything else. In the document you can see connection status successful. Once your connection status will be successful, so it means that you are able to browse your distinguished name, and after that all your user and user groups you can fetch easily on the Fortigate. So if the password field is default, so once your connection is successful, after that you need to fetch the user. Okay, so how to fetch the user? So you can see this document, so I will refer this document. And in the test connectivity, you can see can't connect contact LDAP server. So if your username or password is wrong, so also you can test via another your username and password. Okay, so here also I can see that can't connect, so because I don't have the LDAP server connectivity, for that's why this showing can't contact LDAP server user. Okay, so once the your connection status is successful, after that go to the user definition and click on the create new and click on remote LDAP user. So then click on next. So after that, in the LDAP server you can select your LDAP server what you have name, and you can see here LDAP server IP also. So after that click on next, and after that here you can get your all user data and your user group also. So I will show you this in the document how the user is. You can see, yeah, you can see here in the users, you can see administrator, default account, guest, Pedro. So like this, once you can face your all users, and after that you can create the LDAP base policy in the Fortigate firewall. So click on the firewall policy, then give the name to the policy. I will type it LDAP server, then incoming source internal, that is LAN, and outgoing, that is the my internet WAN. And so in the source I will put address all, and in the user I will select my LDAP user. So I will select its gates. If you have, once you face the LDAP now via that user and authentication, so you will see the your LDAP user group or single user also you can add in the source. And once done, you can enable the NAT, and you can see this is the LDAP user base policy. You can configure in the Fortigate firewall easily by referring the document. You can see here that is the my LDAP user. Okay, and the users you have been imported from the LDAP server can be used to enforce user based policy as permission set. So that is the user LDAP user based policy you can add in the Fortigate firewall easily. So you can see here, this is very easy way to refer the Fortinet documentations, and you can configure the LDAP server in the Fortigate. So if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.